Henry Longfellow was born February 27, 1807. He was born in the Portland, Maine region. He's one of America's favorite poets, writing many poems that we're very familiar with. In 1843, he married his sweetheart, Fanny Appleton. And then tragedy struck their home on July 9th in 1861. While Fanny was sealing a locket of her daughter's hair in a packet, her dress caught fire and just totally engulfed her with flames. Her husband, who was sleeping in the next room, awoke to her with terrifying screams. He came rushing into the room, attempting to put out the flames to save his wife. But he was unable to do so. She was burned so severely that the next day she slipped into a coma. And shortly after that, she died. He was just struck with grief all the way to his soul. And no one really knew, because he continued in his craft, writing poems, and like nothing was wrong, but his family, who was close to him, knew what was going on as they observed his long periods of silence. Although a legend in his own time, he still needed the peace that God gives to his children. 3 years later, on Christmas Day, he attempted to capture the words of that joyous occasion. And as he came to the third stanza, he stopped by the condition of his beloved country. The Civil War was in full swing. The Battle of Gettysburg was just not long past. And as he began to write, he just thought of the fact that brother was fighting against brother, and father against son. And there was just so much hate and violence. And then he wrote the words, "And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men." It seems as if he was even writing this for us today. But as he goes into his last stanza, he turns his focus back to Jesus, the one who can give us real peace. "Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men." You see, any time that we focus on ourselves and what is going on in our life, that is when we struggle with what is going on. That is when we struggle with the peace on earth, the goodwill to men. But anytime we focus on Jesus, who is the one who gives us peace, that is when we can see things more clearly and put things into perspective.